I would like to introduce Liz Smallwood, teacher at Indian Hill Primary School for 10 years and an educator for 16 years. Liz has masterful instructional knowledge, some of that through formal education, like a master's in early childhood. But we're really here today to talk about her expertise in the role of play, including the author of an ebook about instructional strategies related to play. Liz, welcome to Masterclass.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So let's start with the question of create a picture for us. When we talk about play in the classroom, what does that look like?
I think play is what binds us all together in the classroom. And you'll see lots of different kinds of play. And I'll kind of go into some details about that. But you'll see guided play and you'll see free play. And you'll see play coming in through literacy, through science, weaved all the way through our classroom.
I think that's interesting. When I think of play in the classroom, I'm betting it's very different than like when I take my children to the park to play. Explain the difference for me.
Yeah, actually, you could see similarities with both. But I think when you think about it as an instructional tool, you think about guided play, meaning that I create an environment with a focus, with a purpose. So that focus could be some sort of learning outcome, potentially a content standard, potentially an interest the students have. So I curate the environment and then they play in an open-ended way, whereas going to the park would be more free play.
So when I hear you describe that in the classroom, I wonder if there are people, when they think about learning, they think about it in the form of what we call direct instruction, which is typically the teacher talking and students listening. What would you say if somebody said, well, I don't know about the use of play? When you're talking about kindergarten students who are 5, 6 years of age, are they able to really hold themselves accountable to what they're doing and not become off task and to keep it focused on the classroom instruction? What do you say to that?
I think we have to trust in play. Play really is the work of the child, and it's through play that they are working at the farthest end of their proximal development. So they're able to take risks. They're going to do things that are beyond what you think are beyond what they're capable of through play. And then play is the environment we provide for them that they can actually practice those things that have been directly taught. It's where they can follow their own instincts and go with what they wonder and question and foster their curiosity.
I think something that you just said, it was so important, and I just want to make sure I heard it correctly. As someone who has worked with hundreds and hundreds of students and has had an experience to be the kind of teacher that uses a lot of direct instruction and then has moved toward the use of play like this, you said they exceed our expectations. Will you share a little bit more about that?
Yes. There's a poem out of the Reggio Emilia approach called The 100 Languages of Children, meaning they have 100 ways of showing what they know plus 100 more. And when they come to school, we think reading and writing and problem solving are kind of how they can show what they know. Whereas play, you can use the language of art, you can use the language of building, you can use the language of pretend play. So we're really tapping into the true capabilities of a child and seeing what they know, because it's in them all. It just might look different.
You just mentioned a specific author's name, and I'd like to go back to that. There are so many reasons that I love Indian Hill Schools, like being able to work with teachers like you, our incredible students who inspire me every day, and then the honor of having parents who want to partner with us on a regular basis. If there are parents who are interested in learning more about play as an instructional strategy, can you give us some helpful hints?
Sure. I think, some research, a person that you could look up is Christy Mraz. She has lots of resources about the importance of play. I think just knowing that play needs to be practiced. It's not a skill necessarily that every child just jumps into. So things might need to be modeled and practiced.
Great, great. I am so appreciative for all of this information, but can we do some rapid fire questions so that we can get to know Liz outside of the classroom as well?
Absolutely.
Okay, So, favorite kind of food?
Ooh. Oh goodness, that's not so rapid. My favorite food is sushi.
Oh, me too. When you want to get like pumped up for something, what kind of music do you listen to?
Ooh, I'm a country music fan, but I would say Justin Bieber would be
Okay.
who I listen to most.
And your favorite season?
Summer.
Last one. Why do you love being a teacher?
I love young children and their curiosities and their joy that they bring to the classroom. That's my favorite part.
Over the years, Liz, I've learned so much from you, and I'm so thankful that you were here and you were willing to share some of your knowledge with all of us. Thank you, everybody, for being part of the masterclass.